This is in the matter of Derek Lee Cardello Smith versus Sean Combs, Sean Puff Daddy Combs, also known as Sean P Diddy, also known as Diddy, Bad Boy Records label owner, founder, also known as Puff P Daddy, Bad Boy Diddy Run the City, Sean Combs, also known as Sean Puffy Combs.
Diddy just lost a whopping $100 million in a default judgment case brought on by an inmate who accused Diddy of sexual assault that occurred back in 1997.
All lies will be exposed.
Stay tuned as we've got all the messy and juicy details here on Celebrity Business. A Michigan inmate by the name of Derek Cardello Smith was awarded $100 million in a default judgment case against P. Diddy. We have video footage of the court proceedings here so you can watch and see how everything unfolds. Let's backtrack a little. Derek Cardello Smith, an inmate who is serving multiple life sentences, accused Diddy of drugging and raping him at a party in 1997. Cardello Smith claimed that when he first met Diddy, he was working as a bartender at a restaurant in Detroit back in 1997. He stated that he was invited to a gathering held by Diddy at a Holiday Inn where Diddy would be partying.
P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no.
He alleges that he participated in sexual activities with Diddy and other women, but then Diddy started to show interest in him. Cardello Smith stated that when Diddy started to show interest in him, he left to get another drink. But then, Diddy surprised him with a drink. He stated that he took the drink from Diddy, and moments after drinking, he realized he was feeling drowsy. Cardello stated that Diddy said, "I added a little something to it for you," and moments after that, he passed out.
You got to tell him no.
Cardello Smith alleges that after he woke up, Diddy told him what he did to him while he was unconscious. He claims that he immediately went to the bathroom to check himself and realized that he was bleeding and in pain. Cardello Smith claims he filed a police report, but Diddy paid off the police officers to keep the police reports hidden for many years. According to a preliminary court hearing on August 7th, which was conducted virtually, Cardello testified that Diddy offered him $2.3 million to drop the lawsuit. Cardello testified that Diddy told him that he would not acknowledge his claims in court, saying, "You know how we get down." Cardello stated that he told Diddy he disagrees with how he gets down and rejected Diddy's settlement offer.
Do you wish to argue the motion today, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed then.
Okay, the purpose of it is based on two actions taken by Mr. Combs himself, directly with me here. We did a live one-on-one visit in our prison visiting room. There's two meetings within the past 2 weeks with Mr. Combs on one meeting, and then a financial advisor on the other meeting on Mr. Combs' behalf. And he stated that he would make me an offer to end the case and what happened to me because of other things that he stated he has going on in his life that require his money right now, and he wants to sell everything off. And he made me a financial offer of $2.3 million to allow what happened to me to go away. And he stated that he's going to be selling his property, and under the 2005 California Civil Code 2881-2885, the creation of liens, which allows out-of-state justices and orders to cause a stop of any title transfer, property transfers in Los Angeles, or you want to hide your money and stop from being quite possibly paid to me if I'm given the benefit of a judgment in my favor for what you've done to me. And he pretty much said, yeah, he goes, you know how we get down. And I said, okay, well, I disagree with how you get down.
Cardello Smith requested an injunction to prevent Diddy from selling any of his properties. If you recall, Diddy listed his LA property for $61 million nearly 6 months after his federal raid. According to Cardello Smith, the property sale or transfer of title or deed should not take place because it is being done so for the sole purpose of depriving him of any monetary judgment that would potentially be awarded to him.
If he's allowed to sell his property that he has in LA and the properties that are in his name being used and held by other people in Michigan, then it will cause me harm because I can be tied directly to those properties through loans and through other areas of investment that I did when I was out there and while in prison through money that I've sent. And if he's allowed to go through with any of the sales, I won't be able to recoup any of my monies or anything from him as a result of any possible judgment in this action, if he's allowed to proceed with it. And an injunction or a restraining order would help ensure that he's not manipulating and selling the property to avoid his responsibility in these matters here. That's what a temporary restraining order would do. It would prevent that from happening. Because it's a very serious matter. It involves a lot of money. And him selling this would help him avoid his liability for these actions done upon me. And I was just hoping that I'd be able to get the restraining order to prevent that. There won't be any harm to him, any of the parties. There won't be any harm to him in any way. And if it's deemed that it's not justified, then he can go ahead and go through with the sale at the end of the case. But one has to be put in place to stop this from happening.
The judge then granted Cardello Smith the temporary restraining order.
So I received your complaint and all the attachments to it. And then I received this motion, a proof of service showing that Mr. Combs was served on July 6th of 2000 and, let me see, is that 24?
Yes,
Yep. Looks like it. 2024, return receipt requested was provided. So there is proper service. Mr. Combs has neither appeared nor responded to this request. So I'm going to grant your motion for a preliminary injunction temporary restraining order and order that the defendant and their agents are hereby enjoined temporarily for a period of 90 days from the sale, transfer, or exchange, trade, or transaction of title or deed to the property listed as the address and placed on the market by defendants for the amount of $70 million. And this property and estate belonging to or connected to defendant Sean Combs shall cease and desist any and all trades, transactions, or otherwise stop the process of any further actions on this property being continued. And this shall have an immediate effect. I'm going to date this August 7th of 2024. And I am going to sign this. And we are set for a pretrial date on Monday, September 9th of 2024 at 2:30 p.m.
When Diddy failed to appear at the virtual hearing that was scheduled on Monday, September 9th, the judge then awarded Cardello Smith the default judgment of $100 million. The judge set a payment plan for Diddy to begin his payments to Cardello Smith. Diddy has to pay $10 million monthly starting October 1st. What do you think Diddy will do? Don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Catch up on more celebrity business in the next video.